Greetings, I am Amy, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club Act 2. We have finished Act 1. Well, depending on what playthrough you watched, what order you're watching these videos, I've finished Act 1 multiple times, and now it's time to start into Act 2, into the glitchy mess that it is now. As the title suggests, I am not. This is not a blind playthrough. I'm not new to DDLC. Sorry. I've played this game many times, 50 plus times. It's a problem, okay? So I'm hallucinating. I just thought I saw Monica move. So if you're looking for a blind playthrough, this isn't it. I'm really just going to play the official content before I start going into mods and I don't know, analysis video maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly yet. I just know I just wanted to play mods, that's for sure. Because of yeah. And I'm going to be analyzing a little bit throughout it, so if you are anyhow curious about that or want something in the background while you draw or something, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sick, so I'm sorry if I'm currently chronicle sick. I just can't stop coughing or sniffing the whole time for multiple months now, so this is a problem. I think we should get into it. Loading the game wouldn't do much, because Sayori has been deleted. So let's start a new game. I see a annoying girl running toward me from the distance, wearing arms in the air like she is totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighborhood friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making date, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she'd have sleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But just going chase after me like this, I almost feel better of running away. However, I just saw and unflushed the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average by spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like be any girls in it anyway. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stood blank at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start the anime club. Already we can see that the C is more demotivated. Like, these lines weren't there beforehand, but now as Sayori isn't around, he's more demotivated than usual, huh? John? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one! A literature club! Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. By the way, I might not always react to the glitches because I kind of want to read more. So, unless it's a special event, I might not even point out that there's something happening on the screen. Don't think I'm not noticing it exactly. I can't see them. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps a manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, John. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there a chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... If you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Oh, awesome! You're really sweet, John, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year class and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, John. What just gave me the situation? This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not! Natsuki. The girl with our attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president! It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into John in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I could at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great! Why didn't you come sit down, John? Makes me wonder if she actually forgot because she doesn't seem to really be annoyed when people offer him something, so... The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. The question is... the timeline. Did she have any time to prepare before she walked into the room, or... like... was there a week before the player, like, plays again, or, like, I don't know. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, right? Okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. I could put it that way. Not many people are really very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Yes, I think. Maybe that's a script. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri turns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, teen rainer might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, John, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, I'm joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke of thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri tries to remove her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Sorry. Stories with deep psychological elements usually amaze me as well. Isn't it amazing how they can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I disregard something I can relate to the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. That's also different. In Act 1, she was like, really haven't expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. So either she knows Yuri better now due to like the game playing out a little bit, and she knows that Yuri can in fact be pretty intense, or if this is simply because she amplified her personality, like Yuri's obsessive personality already. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes went over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You'll have to be the scrap happy behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say Out Loud!" I give it back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. One must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea! How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own! Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even! I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we've a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, John?
Hold on. There's still one problem.
Huh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly confess what was on my mind the entire time.
I never said I would join this club.
Monica may force me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still feel the club still good and I lose my train of thought. Alfred girls stood back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchanged glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, John. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. I need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls.
How am I supposed to make a clear decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is a prize, I need to pay it or to spend every day with these beautiful girls.
Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, John?
Yeah.
It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
John, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Notice how it took this time more than just him looking upset for him to join? Sayori probably played a big role in his decision of joining. Because it seems like if they didn't, talk about him that they needed, if they didn't guilt trip him because they needed a new member, then they probably wouldn't have gotten him around to join the club. Once again showing how much Sayori meant to him. Oh, fuck.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. John, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class down Monica for mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea said. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait! With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that's after writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes? I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. I use Yuri's voice because it's widely accepted that this is probably Yuri. I don't know. Maybe when you think very deeply about it, you can think that it might fit one of the other girls, but I think it makes a lot of sense for it to be Yuri. Well, good on you, Yuri. Because we'll be going your route now. Essence. I'll still try to go with Sayori words. Philosophy. Incapable, oh! we got the little face. Determination. Destiny. Contamination. question. Massacre. Uncontrollable. Melancholy. That face brings me always so much joy. Judgment. Agonizing. Unstable. Intellectual. Whirlwind. Heaven send. Aftermatch. Hi again, John. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the leisure club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, John. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of commitment for you. Making you that first and not sure when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like, you just have any slack! You wanted to be directed by Monica! I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Suddenly a bigger mouth for someone who keeps her manga in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. I'm sorry, John. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shows Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now they're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean like that! If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I wanted you to try to be part of this club. So, even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, vice vice president and all, that I should help you get started in something you might like. Yuri turns to her back and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so to keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She picked out the book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yui, thank you! I'll definitely read this! I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, now that the screen stopped tilting, I will go to the files. I just wanted to show the tilting before I go into the files and check up on the new file we got. But you can hear the weird music that speeds up and slows down again in the background. Can you hear me .txt? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath your manufactured perception, the artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, slipping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. I wonder if Monica was inspired by what Yuri said there. Act 1. This once again is just talking about how they already had these struggles, Monica merely amplified them, but it also sounds like she fighting with a sense of guilt, it almost seems, and she's just trying to convince herself that she isn't doing anything wrong. Because they were already sick in the head. That's a horrible thing to say. But given how she tries to make it out they makes them out to be, would make sense. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuko's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ugh. Crap! I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks into the glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deep in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I might have sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how can you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's the one I meant! I mean... I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. It is something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to wake up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well... I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there that trade that turns them in killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book! I mean, not the thing about the limbs. By the way, that's the same book as in Act 1. She did mention people who escaped from a human experiment prison in Act 1 too, and now she's just very focused on that. It also could be because in Act 1 she checks for spoilers, and here she doesn't. Maybe it has nothing to do with her personality being slightly altered. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yumi sounds going to be nice stories, but the dog toy came from nowhere. And here in Act 1 she laughed, most likely because... Here she's probably a bit more embarrassed because she knows what she said was probably a bit extreme. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, John? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story... It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because one wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and they're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize! I haven't lost interest or anything. Well... I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Without things like books and writing for my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Some sort of same... Some sort of same... Some sort of... Oh, come on! Some sort of... I'm sorry if I end up something... I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. You're just glitched, guys. Nothing to do with me. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly took the book that I had put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and saw the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a bit distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I notice that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I didn't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm's in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her own thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're hardly even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I just got a bit distracted for a second. I glance up at Yuri's face again and her eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. That's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. I didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? John? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. You was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing! Don't worry. I believe you, silly. You just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright. If you say so. Anyway, why don't we stop with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Should we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of what I've left in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? I'd like to share it with Yuri, but that's not possible, so I guess we have Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted to know I'm putting in effort. By the way, I will skip through the stuff that is skippable. Because if it was an Act 1, especially during these like poem sharings, you can skip specific things because the same as in Act 1. However, this is my second playthrough on the same first run file, so the skip button will be available a bit more frequently, so don't question why I'm not going to skip immediately, but I'm going to skip later. What I'm going to skip later is the same as in Act 1. If you want to see that, then you should go and check out Act 1. And I won't skip this because this is new to this Yuri Route playthrough of Act 2. Hi John! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'd be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, John. I'm a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we're all in to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, John. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't really like that's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her head, there's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on so strongly. Like earlier, I think she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. I just badmouthed you for a bit. By the way, I think the reason why she says not really, even though we've started poems for the first time, is because it's not the first time for her. Well, we are still showing up poems with each other. Already. I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm not glad you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because you sound confident. That doesn't mean you always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The heart breath dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic! There must be a way out! It's right there. He's right there! Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Once again a reference to like writing in the sense of like coding. Sorry, I needed to get my water bottle open, but it just didn't work. Well, the first hole in the wall poem was about her epiphany, her realizing that she is in a game. this time it's more about the effect it had on her. Like her questioning the other club members, like, are they others or are they just like files that are they just like scripted to do something and aren't really like actual people? And of course, like the her perception crumbling, like her perception of self and like her entire the perception of everything around her. And this is the same exact as the next one, so who should I show my poem to next? Nobody's here, we're gonna check it out. But it's the same as the next one, but the thought is what counts, right? The poem with the small t. Who should I show my poem to next? And this should also be the same. I'm skipping the last portions because I would have skipped here too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. If they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I'm getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, showing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki, dismissed with poem, returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's kind of about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? That was said very poorly. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. Will it come out nice at all? Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and John did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the outfit, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course it comes because something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And John liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't know you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe it's just that John appreciates my advice more than you appreciated yours. Huh! And how do you know to appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go for my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh! Well, you know what? I was on his boobs started growing size bigger as soon as John started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's all. This does involve you! Taking out your own insecurities and others like that. You act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch! Edgy? So the malice is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point! Most people learn to get over themselves as you graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop hurting others with your sickening attitude. Think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Not telling you everything you really think. I'm sure I'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me, so just noticed I was standing there. And I wondered it was both of them. John, she
She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it.
Oh, but it's not like the great the parts of course gonna be. Well, after Natsuki's cutting comment, I don't feel as bad picking Yuri. Hey John, why don't we step outside for a bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some clubbers are an I am right. I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. The Sayori poster is there. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's walking back and forth from her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it! I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. John, please don't hate me. Please! I'm not like this! There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. I mean, Monica, you are a hypocrite. In Act 1, when Natsuki said she wanted to stay longer on Friday, after we decided upon the festival preparations, you said it was fine. Without you being there. It's not that! It's not that. I'm taking much of a chances because my book with John. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate us then. Oh, okay. Yay, special event! Sorry, that freaked me out for a moment. I don't know why, but it always gets me. Most likely because I'm in my safe space a little bit here. Fallible. Eternity. Imagination. Especially in the poetry minigame, I already know what, like, special events are here with, like, the exclusively in the poetry minigame, but I forgot you can get this picture at any time. Explode. After image of a crimson eye. Sort of sensation. Infinite. Examination. Portrait. Pleasure. Philosophy. Judgment. Heaven sent. Vitality. Intellectual. Uncanny. Officer. Melancholy. Fulgent. And the poster's still there. But before we do anything regarding the poster or the day and overall, let's check out the I text. hate this. I can't do anything! Nothing! No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. Oh god, that smell like yours. Oh, no matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It'd be really, really easy to kill myself right now. But that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Yeah, once again, Monica's voicing what her motivation, her goal. She wants us to hate them. The players, appears to be the only thing really keeping her going right now. And I wonder what it's all the same means, because it's not really that same, but maybe she's referring to the MC's reaction, like how he'll care about the girls no matter what, because he can't see like the glitchy stuff. Anyway, let's continue with the normal game. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here with the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, John. Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure it's me if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's crawl still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was obvious today. Maybe we're all just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. John, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like you at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries much about the little things, aren't you? About the black text. I'm not too certain if it's Monica. It's definitely Monica's influence, but I'm not sure if Monica's exactly putting words into their mouths. Like, when she comes in here, she seems to not know what happened in here beforehand. But maybe she could have, like, programmed it into, that Natsuki says it beforehand. Or maybe, I don't know, there's also the thing about at the end of Act 2, Yuri laughs one more time with, like, the black text. But Monica didn't, she doesn't know what really happened. Or maybe it just, right after the black laughter, it cuts off, maybe? Like her connection or something? I don't know. Anyway, I'm pretty sure she made Natsuki forget, because if Natsuki quit the club, that would be detrimental to her goals. First and foremost, there's still a bit of care for the club, and second, if there's no club, then there's not really a game anymore, so... It would just be bad all around if Natsuki chose to quit. But... I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear, since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all!
I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not!
What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. What are the bell ring at least? I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. I wasn't really playing music as well, Monica. Don't give my credit I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. She's been practicing for a while, though. Unlike in Act 1, where she stated she only started recently. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's, Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, John. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share with you anyway. I guess that's what I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica's referring to the whole club or just me. In Act 1, she simply says she's excited to share. And since she still has a sense of care for the other girls at that point, I'm pretty sure that's why. But now she said she just wants to share with me, so I mean, he's wrong with both statements. She doesn't want to share with him either. She wants to share it with me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already went off into the closet. John, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club! Yeah, definitely. I plan on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing to make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. I have tea here too, so I'll pour myself a cup. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this under the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well go walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for you to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? And we're going back. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. John, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get a teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. But it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri! Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, John. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want Yuri to pour a cup of tea for each of us. John, I haven't... Sorry. I just realized it's storming outside. Oh my god. I just saw the lightning and it scared me because I was suddenly light in the window. John, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Huh? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can move my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my your posture, right? Always on show like that for reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture! So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it will go well with the tea. You and I then sit against the wall with teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies even huddled closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri sides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I am in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to make sure about I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She has an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Huh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any hard of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply puts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. John... Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... John... Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. John... My heart... My heart won't stop pounding, John. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, John? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. Even if it makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. It's time to share poems. I need to drink some tea first. My throat is in pain and this breathing was really bad for my throat. Who should I show my poem to first? Of course, our girl. We can go with her first this time. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri says the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? John, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Oh god. Sorry. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, John. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Oh, what god. Is that bad, John? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just wanted to read my poem too. Okay? Sitting down in a different position. Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy sticks. A dog ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-during snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears in a ticking clock. A clock that takes 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bald-head of holy stakes tied the existence of a dog chip to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bald-head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. And it already has stains on it. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out in your pen. That is, a pen fell off your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay! What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Who should I show my poem to next? Keeping the rhythm. John, I think you saw something that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She brings it different to school every day, like she's a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think just get some kind of high from it. It might even be, like, a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. But I guess that's why I'd explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. There are two things I have to say about that. One, fuck you, Monica. I love you, but I just don't like the way she speaks about self-harm like it's something that would be a turn-off. And second, there's this weird feeling to it because there's this one special poem that heavily implies that Monica also cut herself. So this whole it's more of a monologue really. It feels a bit weird. But seriously, self-harm is not something anyone should be shamed for. So I know this is she probably wouldn't do it if she deemed you a real person. But yeah. I mean, she's overall just saying keep your distance from her, but she didn't really need to say things like, isn't that kind of messed up? She brings a different to school every day like she's a collection or something. Because that just sounds like she's trying to imply that that's something Yuri should be embarrassed for. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head. I don't know how to treat my club members. To both things, no, not really. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so if you do too. Save me. The colors they won't. Bright, pitiless, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop! Violent, grating rhythms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent! Like playing a chessboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Endless of meaningless. Delete her. About this, I'm still unsure. If she's like considering that this could happen, if there's a part of her that's like, if it would happen, this really wouldn't be so bad. Although given the fact that she still is very passionate about the club for this day a little bit, I don't really think it's that. Maybe it could also just be one of these sometimes specific things in the special poems that also in these poems aren't actually written by the characters, so maybe something like that, especially since this feels like Yuri's poem that we get later, her final poem. And about the delete I'm also unsure. I've seen like theories that this is like Sayori and she's telling you to delete Monica, but I don't know. It could also be Monica like having darker thoughts about like since things are still not looking like she would ever really be able to spend time with us, that she's like considering deleting the others maybe. Like if something goes wrong, she can delete them. Or maybe this is just referencing Sayori, that she deleted Sayori and she just needs to write it down somewhere or something. Or it's not that deep at all, and it was just intended to show that she is the one who is deleting things. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to... Well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when... Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. About that last part, I also like, when it glitches out, it's like, I'm pretty sure it glitches out because the MC is supposed to say something, but he doesn't, so Monica made sure she can say something at least. And about her, and that could also be the reason why she doesn't want to explain it again, because like the MC isn't really responsive anymore anyway, at least not that responsive anymore. Or maybe because she's explained it all before, simply. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki. Yeah, just like I thought. John, come on! I'm not stupid! I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, John? So honestly, I thought getting to remember would help everyone get more involved together. Not exclude each other even more. This is her stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood right now, and I just really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? A dream. I was staying here at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who the person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. I think this is a Monica poem. It could be someone else's. Natsuki is a Yuri that's completely not Yuri's style. But the style was I would also say that this is like a bit more like Monica's style than the other two. Like it's like about how in a different reality, like dream reality, there's like the player and it's coming to the realization. The poster. Okay, everyone! Paul done read Jesus' poems, right? We have something we need to get over today, so if Anka comes in at the front of the room... Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like I can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know it's been a little more lively ever since John joined. We started with some club activities, but this isn't time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival's our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in the first place? The Leisure Club should be a place where people can express themselves and like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even something small. Right, John?
Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of John. You can't take advantage of John to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? You and never even talked until John joined. As for me, I just like it better than I do at home. And John isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monica's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and John want to get my members too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, it was up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. John, why do you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? You all guilted me. In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? We're starting this club was a mistake. Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for anyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being there for me? There aren't many places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, John. It's not the same. It won't be the same if the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. This one... I mean... At least for a bit of time. Things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki ignores you and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well...
Do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, look how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to take my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I should do my best to consider its perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. What about you, John? Sorry? What do you want to get out of this club? You repeat the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of a club as a whole will change too. That's a nice way of putting it. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. I know things were all awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. Also, a wonderful friend. Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, John? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat with John before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president. Yuri looks all troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? John, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that, as president. And I really do care about you. You know? I don't like seeing the girls give you a hard time. Without me, Natsuki and everything. And you're being all bad. You know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No! Stop it! And since she's not an important character and is not supposed to spend... She has no reason to spend time alone with the MC in the eyes of the game, you could say. So she wants cut off. I don't really think we need to save because at this point it's just Yuri. But we might as well. Ah, there's the Monica chibi. I wonder if this implies that she was intended to be a character, or if she was like a dateable character, or if she like got so good at coding that she managed to somehow mixture herself her own character. I'm probably thinking too much about it again. Effulgent. And I wonder if that was a word that Monica had intended to like... If she wanted to add a word for herself. And it just got glitchy. After Mish... Oh, fuck. I don't like this. Bah! It makes me anxious every time. Crimson sensation. Infinite analysis. Hi, John! I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today, Monica! I told you not to... Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say like I do on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously. What's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it.
Well, I just feel like I need to bring it up. It's not gonna care or anything.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again.
Well, Jen just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and...
We're no longer in Act 1. They're not all motivated to help for the festival anymore.
Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and... Well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga.
Sorry, that was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little harsher than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. So I'm gonna help too. And make sure it's done right.
Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica?
Monica?
Monica was listening. Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, John, what do you want to do today? I was thinking because we already have plans today.
Oh.
Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. John is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already got them into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica. I actually have a request. I will drink my tea.
Now the light is flickering. Great.
Anyway, this is something you can skip in general because it's the same thing as last day on Thursday. Most likely because even in like Act 1 we see that there were 2 CGs during the week. And then the last day, even if you go fully through, you simply talk with the girl you chose, so there probably was never actually intended to be like any like grand event there. But since Yuri is very motivated to make an event out of it, let's see what she can do. Anyway, let's skip to the new parts. Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before anything. Right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just as we stayed spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies. And the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easy to close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, But every time I come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. Overwhelmed with energy and emotion that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know what's happening. John, is it just me? Or has Monica been acting a little off lately? Sorry. She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody interfere with our reading time. Nobody should make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've got them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the lecture club, John. No, we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be on Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school. And read together. Eat together. Sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we can ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending that I've patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, John? Will... To be honest, during that scene, I'm not even that concerned about Monica fading in. What always has bothered me the most are those, like, her eyes. Every now and then, every, heartbeat, every time, every now and then when the screen, shows that heartbeat, her eyes start to change to those hyper-realistic eyes. And that really bothers me. And it also amazes me on the other hand. I kind of like it, but at the same time I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Who should I share my poem to first? Well, of course, my girl Yuri. Finally. Yuri's my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. John, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, John. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it! So, this actually does say some things. Like, at the beginning it's just like a whole bunch of random words, and then at the end it has an actual text. But, I actually, after playing the Plus version, the font wasn't as difficult to read, so I actually started being able to make words out, and now I can still see them even though the font is like a bit worse here. Like hand knits, washerwoman, bag. exotically over shades. Herringbone, parajournalism. There was also like passionately over here, like for example. I don't know if all of these are actual words, I don't remember, but because I don't really have to look up the translation because the most important part I can read, and I can read some of these words. Is this insure? Maybe. And I don't remember if it's in the stream version like this, but Steam version. But if on the official website when you download it, it has like these things over here. I don't know why, but it's fine. Anyway, the actual important text starts here. Fresh blood seeps through the line parting her skin and slowly colors her breast red. I begin to hyperventilate as my compulsion grows. The images won't go away. Images of me drilling the knife into her flesh, continuously fucking her body with the blade, making a mess of her. My head starts going crazy as my thoughts start to return. Shooting pain assaults my mind along with my thoughts. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. How could I ever let myself think these things? But it's unmistakable. The lust continues to linger through my veins. An ache in my muscles stems from the unrealized tension experienced by my entire body. A third eye is drawing me closer. Although in the Plus version I kept reading images instead of images. But yeah. I didn't read it in Yuri's voice. I mean, I don't know how good I'm at making voices, if you were able to tell the difference. But I tried not to make it exactly in Yuri's voice because there are something that implies that this is probably written, not probably, but like potentially written by some other character related to like this weird metaverse and Plus version of like the Project Libertina stuff, so that's why I didn't want to read it in her voice. Do you like it? I wrote it for you! And cause you couldn't tell, the poem is about more importantly, I've endowed with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. Don't say I didn't warn you, John. Many people don't understand what she means by that, but just the day before she told us to spend less time with Yuri because it gets her excited and that heightens the risk of her harming herself. And we didn't listen then. Spend more time with Yuri. Don't say she didn't warn us. Who should I show my poem to next? What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross! What is it with you two? It's not like I wanted to read it anyway. It's just pissing me off a little bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Okay, I guess I'm going to share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yui has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here for a day, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not really like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay. This is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe I can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I mean, I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this!
Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's yours own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, John? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. You and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Well, there's no denying that this black text was definitely Monica. I don't think there's any arguing about that. The special poem we cannot say no to. This is the only one. You can say no to the other two at the beginning, but this one will always open. It's obviously very glitched. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before a disaster could happen, a third party intervened with the programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Well, this is always about Sayori. I'm pretty sure Monica wrote it, although it's worded a bit interesting with third party in the booth for programming, but who knows. I just wonder what the a joke meaning exactly means. If it's once again supposed to be like one of those things where like she isn't attached to Sayori, so she can make jokes about their suffering, but it just doesn't really feel like it, simply because of the fact that you should make fun of a character suffering, you make like more like she did in that one, like the puns. Although I think some people would make it do it like this. Although I'm not fully sure, this could also just be referring to the joke, like the game allowing this to happen, being so fragile that the universe started to break from all of this. This once again shows that what happened is that she amplified the depression, that's for sure. And the universe started to collapse makes me also wonder, at the day of the festival, maybe that's why there was no music, because the universe was collapsing. Or maybe Monica messed something up while trying to code around with Sayori. I mean, either way, she was the cause that the universe started to collapse, but maybe at the morning of the festival could have been where she was messing around with something regarding Sayori, like, because Sayori was dying and stuff. And maybe that's why the music also broke, but I'm not too sure. Maybe the universe sudden collapse was also what she was referring to in the traceback, that she was breaking things. I need more water. Okay, everyone. It's time to forget the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri's immune to it. Stagnating I was common for shattering that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking I want to make cupcakes! Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Sorry. Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that! I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion.
So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea! And that gives us all something to do. What about John? John is going to help me.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica!
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like hell it is! What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task as a bar is enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too!
What? Your what? Your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know! All you care about is dragging John around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica!
Hey! I didn't even do anything!
Okay, then why not let John decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let John make the choice, okay? Okay, fine! Fine.
Jeez. John, I know how fed up with these two by now. We can just
Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself.
You shut your mouth!
Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? And there it goes. Well, let me tell you about a trick. You can't do it in the Plus version anymore, but in the Steam version probably too. And here, you can use the escape button. And as you see from my past playthrough, you can save here. And even though there's no option to save down here, you can save. Yeah, you can save. I don't know why I said it's going to be more of a sentence. Anyway, let's try to go with our girls, Yuri. Sorry. Or maybe I should go with Monica. Although Monica's also a nice option. What about no Monica? Yeah, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is something okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all!
It is fair, Natsuki. That's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking John for yourself. Oh, sorry. I need to sit properly. Giving us all this work and then taking John for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe the delusion is how important you are. Pulling John away from me every single time you're included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy. Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health.
Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, John. Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally! This is all I wanted. John, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't it sound wonderful? Oh, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you was a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. It doesn't feel nice to someone care about you so much. There's someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you. But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, John! I have to tell you! I'm madly in love with you! It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, John, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin up and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, John. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession?
Well, Monica warned us that if Yuri gets too excited, she's prone to self-harm. So, how much excitement do you think it would be if we told her we accept her confession? Yeah. Well, it's all good, Yuri, so maybe if we say yes, she's so filled with joy that she might not feel anything. Well, when Yuri started monologuing and giving us a confession, a file had popped up. It's called Have a Nice Weekend, but you can't really open it with, like normally. But you can open it like this. This is not base 64. I don't know what exact code it was anymore, but my friend and I once decoded it. You had to make it was like multiple steps, I think. What it reads is what is a man without knowing the rich aroma of the future, the hot, complex balance of the present, and the bittersweet aftertaste of the past? So, yeah, most likely referring once again to like the metaverse stuff or to Project Libertina. Back to Yuri. In the history, it reads the description multiple times. I have heard many people say that that's what she's saying, but I've also heard like people say that she's reading her own file, which I might get into at some point, but I don't know. It's just a description said by Monica, and at the end it's just the whole time we promised to spend the most time with me. It's probably because the game, Monica tried to make us go her route, so we basically said we'd spend time with Monica. But since Monica has no event for the weekend, I just put the description in there over and over. I have to say, something that bothers me most about this particular part of the event, most people notice like the blood drying into her eyes, her color leaving her eyes, but
For me, the most noticeable thing is just like her cheekbones sinking in because of her decomposition stuff. So it's always the most noticeable thing to me, and I think the most bothersome to me.
Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you got it before me? I thought it's pretty.
Natsuki runs away. I'm here! John, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. And she has become completely apathetic towards the side. Some people say it's sadism, but if she was really being sadistic, she probably would have started laughing as soon as she saw the body, but her reaction was rather, oh yeah, she did, huh? So, she was apathetic, definitely, but not sadistic. Even her facial expression right here is more awkward, like, oh well, well that's something. Monica. Wait the entire weekend, John? Oh jeez, I didn't realize the score was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica loves to fall from straight and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since the last time I get a chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Actually, I'd say this is where we stop for this video. I hope you enjoyed, even though it was, yeah. I mean, some people aren't as bothered as I am by these things, but like, yeah, I still don't like that. Still don't like those things. So, yeah. And I hope you have, in spite of everything, a good night, a nice day, a great morning, great evening. Why would you be watching this morning? Whatever. I keep saying it every time again. I don't know. Anyway, stay safe, and know that you're loved. Sorry. I will be leaving this for another time. See you later, Monica.